this Pokayoke is extremely important. So we have to go through with the Japanese terms, because this lean is coming from the Japanese company, which is Toyota. So basically, this is influenced with the Toyota production system. So we are so much serious about lean, and we have to see a lot of different terms which are coming out from the Japanese word. So this Pokayoke, basically, this is also influenced with the Japanese word. This is a Japanese word actually. Pokayoke meaning is mistake proofing. Okay, so basically we are more concerned about the accuracy. We are more concerned about the accuracy in our work system, in our processes. So Pokayoke, what Pokayoke is saying to you, that please do not commit any kind of mistakes. Okay, it is concerned about the mistake proofing. Whatever you are doing, you have to do without any mistake. That is the main concern about the Pokayoke. So basically, this is a technique which is important to eliminate errors, okay, before they occur, rather than finding and fixing it. So the ideal Pokayoke are inexpensive, they are simple and easy to implement, specific to the need and developed by every employee. So basically, you are developing such a kind of system where there is uh, no formation of any kind of error. Okay, so you can't actually commit any error. So you are developing such kind of system. There is no space for the error actually. Like you can develop some kind of jigs and fixtures if you are working in the production department or manufacturing. So if you are developing some jigs or fixtures, definitely all the components which are fixed in the jigs or fixture, that components only fix on those jigs and fixtures. So there is no further scope for the error. So these are some of the examples you can develop in the Pokayoke. So what are the advantages of the Pokayoke? Uh, the main advantage is it improves the quality. Okay, it definitely improves the quality. If you are not doing any kind of mistakes, if you are not committing any mistakes, definitely it will help you to improve your quality. It will help you to reduce your cost. Uh, it really eliminate your rework, because when you are not committing any mistakes or you are not committing any defects, then definitely there are no chances of the rework. It reduce and eliminate formal in-process quality control, improve schedule delivery. So if you are not committing errors, so your flow is always in the positive direction, it's always in the forward direction. So definitely your scheduling is much more accurate, it is much more systematic. It prevents injury and safety also. Safety is very important here. So definitely if you're using Pokayoke, it prevents all kind of injuries. Self satisfaction improves morale. So definitely if you are using Pokayoke, you will be getting a lot of satisfaction, and it will improve the morale of the employees. And self check quality control. Now there are a few examples you can see in these bolts. These are the fasteners. So basically, uh, in the first picture, you can able to see, when you are using a screwdriver. So there is a chance that screw slot, the screwdriver can be slipped, because the screw slot and slide against the plastic covers. Okay, in the first type of shape, but in the second type of shape, what you are doing, you are doing some modification in the drawing, in the design. So now you can see in the second type, definitely the chances of error is minimized. Now you can't, if you really want to slip your screwdriver, there is no chance at all. For what you are doing it, you are making some improvements in the design. Okay, now here you can see there is a chance that your screwdriver can slip here. Okay, so definitely, but here you are not having any kind of chance. So what you are doing exactly, you are developing some kind of design here. So the chances of error is negligible. There are no chances of errors. Okay. This is a concept of Pokayoke. You are developing such kind of system, it can be related to design, it can be related to process flow or any other kind of thing that you are actually developing system that there is no chance of error at all. Okay. So Pokayoke, there are three golden rules. Do not accept defects from your suppliers. When you are accepting defects from the suppliers, then these defects actually are going into your process, and finally it is going to your finished good, and finally it is reaching to your customer. So definitely this is absolutely not good enough. And do not make a defect yourself. Okay, do not commit any kind of defects. That is another rule, and do not pass on a defect to your customer. So these are the three important golden rules in the Pokayoke. Okay, remember all these rules. So there is a exercise. It's a very simple thing, guys. Just ask, answer. Like, think how you could make it impossible to put diesel into a petrol car and vice versa. Just raise your hands. Okay, Mr. Vikas Kumar. Mr. Vikas. Sir, Arun sir, can you unmute Vikas Kumar?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. My concern was
Yeah,
with the
Vikas.
previous slide. There, a screw was displayed over there on the screen. That if they reduce the sizes of the slot in which the screwdriver will be fixed, and we can reduce the any chances of slippage of screwdriver. But it also restrict the any other kind of screwdriver which jaw is larger than the slot. So that how can I say that it is Poca yoga means there is some limitations after applying
No,
this.
actually, we are preventing slippage of the screwdriver there. That
Yes, sir,
was
but
my
there
main
is some
objective.
limitations that the only the particular size of the screwdriver can be used for the particular screw.
See, we are not talking about the size and shape right now. We were just talking about how you can prevent the slipping of the screwdriver. So, please give answer of this question. Would you want to give answer of this question? That how you
Yes, sir.
can
Yes,
make
sir.
it impossible to? Yeah.
Yeah, there is a can be right there on the petrol tank that this is a petrol tank. This
Okay.
can be done over there.
Okay. Is there any other thing? Is there any other modification? Sir, can you unmute Amrish Kumar?
Yes, good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening, Amrish. Tell me.
यस सर, वो पेट्रोल टैंक जिधर से सर हम पेट्रोल डालते ना वहाँ पे उसके वो पेट्रोल की जगह पे पेट्रोल और डीजल टैंक की जगह पे डीजल टैंक राइट कर देंगे तो उससे भी सर हमें पता चलेगा.
ओके, वेरी गुड. और कुछ कर सकते हैं? एनीथिंग एल्स?
Hello.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, can we not change the size of the nozzle and size of the petrol intake?
Yeah,
Petrol and
absolutely.
diesel we cannot.
Very good, very good. So I am expecting this answer actually. So
Okay.
yeah, I mean, one thing what we can do, we can label, on the petrol tank that in the diesel car we can put diesel, and in the petrol car we can put petrol. So definitely the committing of mistakes is negligible there. Okay. Another thing, we can change the shape of the nozzle. Okay. So we are using, uh, you know, some particular nozzle shape and size in the petrol car and some particular shape and size in the diesel car. So definitely the nozzle of the diesel is not inserted in the petrol car, and similarly the nozzle of the petrol is not going to be inserted in the diesel car. So this is the way you are actually committing any type of mistakes. Okay guys, so actually this is an example how you can think, to prevent any kind of mistakes. So there should be no mistakes will be happen in your process. So similarly, if you're working in the production manufacturing, there are a lot of mistakes are going on, or maybe there are a lot of defects which is coming. So definitely the main objective is to reduce these kind of defects. Okay, so Pokayoke is definitely is one of the important parameter, one of the important technique here you can use in your system, in your process, by which the chances of committing error is negligible.
Sir, one more thing I want to add. If in case, as far as the Pokayoke model, we ourselves also need to make sure that you not have to make any mistake. So what we have to do whenever we have to fill the petrol in the car, we have to make sure that we are parking our vehicle for the at right place where the petrol refilling is going on.
Yeah, but in the petrol station, you can see that in the similar fuel tank, in the machine, there is an option of diesel and petrol both. Particularly in India, you can able to see that in the same machine, you can see the option of diesel and petrol both. So definitely, it can happen that uh, operator can commit some mistakes. Okay, usually it is not happening because these are trained people. They know actually this is the diesel car and petrol car. But in any case, it can happen if someone is new, absolutely new in the job, and if your car is also new one, so he is having no idea whether it is a petrol or diesel, or he actually forget to ask, and by mistake he put diesel in the petrol car or petrol in the diesel car. So I mean, it can happen. See, we are the humans, so humans can do some mistakes. So definitely you can develop such kind of system by which you can prevent any kind of mistakes in your process. Okay, so the main objective of the Pokayoke, you need to prevent mistakes in your system. Okay, so basically the meaning of the Pokayoke, it is a mistake proofing, 100% mistake proofing. Okay, so what is our aim in this course? Our aim in this course is to reduce waste, and the second aim is to reduce the variations. How you can reduce the waste and variation when you are not committing any mistakes. Okay, that's the only way. There is another term which is single minute exchange of die, which is a very famous methodologist, SMED. We can also say it SMED. So basically, this SMED, it is related to install any tool or any job on the machine, and the main objective, how fast you can do it. Okay, how fast you can install any job or any tool on the machine. So that is the concept of single minute exchange of die. Okay. So what is SMED? So basically, SMED, single minute exchange of die, is a theory and set of techniques that make it possible to perform equipment setup and changeover operations in under 10 minutes. Not mandatory, but I mean, you have to minimize as much as possible. You have to minimize your timing, or you need to reduce your setup time or changeover time. Okay, so definitely how you can do it, you can use some standardized tooling, some quick fit connectors. You can develop some changeover teams. Definitely you can use some Pokayoke concept of 5S. So all these combinations will give you a very good SMED. Okay, very good timing in the SMED. Like for example, there are two operators. One operator is installing die or any job or any tool on the machine in 30 minutes, and the same job is installed on the machine by another operator within 5 minutes. So how can it possible? Because the another operator, he is more skilled. He actually his it might be possible he is having more experience also. So for the SMED, practical training is very important. You can't do SMED only with the help of theoretical training. Okay, you should rely on the practical training. So practical training is extremely important for single minute exchange of die. So Toyota actually have implemented this SMED. Toyota example, like, they went from 15 hours to 45 minutes. Okay, so they have done a tremendous improvement. A tremendous improvement in the changeover time. So this is something you can do it in your processes also, because usually in the manufacturing or in production, there are a lot of times lot of time is consumed in installing any job or any kind of die on the machine, especially in case of big dies. If your die is really big, or if the installation is really bulky, it's more complicated, then definitely it will take a lot of time. Then you have to think how you can minimize it. Okay, there is one way that you can develop such kind of team, that is known as the high performance teams. We will go through it later on. So you can develop this kind of high performance team in your system. So this team will definitely can give you excellent results. Okay, as compared to the ordinary operators or supervisors. So what is the SMED? It will enable you to increase flexibility, so companies can meet the changing customer needs without the expense of excess inventory. Okay, it will definitely enable quicker delivery. It improves the quality. So if you are doing very efficiently with very fast rate, then definitely your speed is also going to be increased and your quality is also going to be increased. It will generate very high productivity. So shorter changeover times, reduce downtime, which means a higher equipment productivity rate. And the last one is improve safety. Okay, so simpler setups result in safer changeovers with less physical strain or risk of injuries. So these are some advantages of the single minute exchange of die. So, I can give you one example. Have you seen the Formula One car racing? So this Formula One car racing is very famous. Not so much famous in India, but in Europe or in US and these countries, the Formula One car racing is very famous. Maybe you heard about name of Michael Schumacher. He is a very famous racer.